Don't you love it?
Yeah, I do.
That's so cool. Amelia, and I'm Matthew, and that's Amelia. And over here is a haircut experience. He's been on the, if you look in the comment section, because haircut experience lived in Dunedin, but now you live in Palmerston North.
Just getting back.
Yeah, they're hitting back. Yeah, yeah, that's cool. So he was passing through Wellington, and yeah, come and make a movie. You want to be in my movie? Cool. So you are born in Cuba.
Yes.
And then you moved to America when you were like 14?
15.
15. So you moved to Texas. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then you went to high school in Texas.
Yeah.
Did you go to the homecoming?
Yeah, I did.
Did you go to the prom?
Yes.
Someone asked you to the prom?
Yes.
I would have asked you to the prom. Did you wear a nice dress for the prom?
I did.
Your hair was up?
Yes, it was, and I hated it.
Yeah, was it a good day? Was he good to you?
He was fantastic.
Yeah, so you had that all-American Texas high school experience. You know, you moved from Cuba to and they were good to you, right? Because they lots of diversity in those tech. Because it was in Houston, was it?
No, real
Where
south.
was it?
It's like in the Rio Grande Valley. Like.
Oh, further south. Yeah. Oh, cool. So yeah, that's actually super cool. Yeah. And we're gonna do a haircut today. Mm-hmm. We're going to do, because what's happened? You have a history with your hair. It's long now, but I think you did a couple perms. You've done a couple of colors. I think you colored it back to your natural. So yours, like, it's you can tell it's not the health it was.
It's very damaged.
No, so you just want to do a big cleanse. So we're looking at like a 1960s bob with bangs, like that kind of thing. I'll just flash it there, like that 60s, mid 60s bob with bangs. Now, if you're gonna do that one, I don't know. You can try this one. You could try that one, or you could try that one. They're both great. This is more clubbing.
I'll do that one.
Yeah, try that one. If it doesn't work, we'll put this one on. But I think if you're gonna go for like full on, because what you're looking at is like that's like 1965 mod bob, which would look good on Cuban, because the nightclubbing in Cuba was so cool.
This is reminding me of the Fantastic Four.
Well, you can try them both.
Did you see the movie trailer? It came out. They look like this, like their outfits.
Yeah. So take them both in with you, and then you try them both, and you pick which one you like best. So we're gonna do a wardrobe change. We'll be right back. Mm-hmm. Come on over. Well, come over here, they can see it better. Look at that dress. That's cool. Look like a Pan Am flight attendant. No, a stewardess. A stewardess. Not a flight attendant. Jump on here, Shia. Oh, that would be the theme of the video. Back in the 60s, when you got a job with the airliner, they cut your hair.
Really?
Yeah. No, they booked you with their hairdresser and they cut your hair. So that would be kind of the theme. Like, here you are. This is your fitting for your stewardess outfit. And a lot of them were bobbed. Okay. A lot of them were bobbed. One of my clients, I'll tell the story quick. She was Navajo native from Texas. You know, you're from Texas too. But she was like 21 and she had the hair down here because the culture is Navajos like that. So she went to Chicago and got a job on United Airlines. This is probably early 70s. And so they did the training, they put you into the uniform, and then the airline cut your hair. They bobbed it short, but from here. So that culture, you're not supposed to do that. You know what? She told me the story. She loved it. 21-year-old girl, and she loved it. But her mother wanted to go up to Chicago and kill United. When her mother saw that, because even though she's 21, her mother's like, her mother did not like it at all. What did she ever? She said to this day, it was the best haircut she ever had in her life. It was just, boom! And then next thing you know, you're on those, what were the planes back then? Early 70s. Like 707, 747, 727. Yeah, she had the time of her life. So yeah, we'll theme it after that. You know, stewardess, getting your haircut for the airline. Because they used to that. Imagine today, you get a job with an airline and they gave you a haircut. That wouldn't work. It's all union now. Yeah. But back then, that was a thing. So we'll call this video Stewardess Haircut.
Alright.
The girl from Cuba cuts her hair even though it's against the culture, but she ends up loving it. What color cape do you want? We got red, we got pink, we got stripy.
Purple.
Purple. Dark purple, light purple?
Dark purple.
Yeah.
Lucky color.
Everyone goes for the purples usually.
Really?
Yeah, that's okay. I will slide that down a little bit so you don't get it wet. Cool. And we're gonna come over and wash it. Come this way. I'll bring the camera over because people like to watch that. Go ahead. And go to the one on the right. Yeah. Come on back over. Follow you back over. My low budget old GoPro cameras and blue tack.
This is actually so smart, like having it like
Yeah.
stuck to the mirror like that.
Yeah, because if like someone watching from home is like channeling you get your haircut. Like it's 2:30 in the morning, they can't sleep, and they're watching you get a haircut. There's like channeling you getting the haircut. It's like, oh, I'd love to get a bob. I'm too afraid, and they watch you get this bob, and they're like, oh, this is good. You know, now maybe I won't call my hairdresser because watching this was good enough. And I wish I could be her. She's so brave.
They live vicariously through.
Yeah, live vicariously through the person in the chair. And then me, when I go home, I can never watch anything related to hair at all. I can, the last thing that we'll ever watch would be anything hair.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Nope.
People loving it.
Yeah, I go home and shut down.
It's like people like watching.
I go home and watch Kristen Wiig. Go watch my favorite comedians. We were watching the video earlier where Kristen Wiig throws away. No, she's doing Anne Margaret. Anne Margaret throws away a wad of trash, and she's like, "Let's make it happen." we were laughing at those before we started the camera, and listening to Esquivel. We were doing a tribute to 1960s nightclubs and the culture from back then. All started because we were saying, let's play some Esquivel because you're from Cuba. One Esquivel. Cool, you're not nervous at all, are you?
Okay, just let me know when it's done. Never had bangs in my life.
No? Cool.
I think when I was a baby, maybe.
Yeah, so we're going to do micro ones up there? No.
No.
We're going to do it on the longer side. It'll be fine. Grab the other one. How cool is that? You gotta also wait till it's dry.
It feels so weird.
Yeah, ones you never had before. Or you had when you were a kid.
Maybe when I was like 2.
Yeah. Forget your flatmate's name again.
Leonie.
So what'll happen, Leonie's video will come out just before yours did. So people watching would have seen her perm.
Okay.
So you saw her come home with the perm. Yeah, where did you get this perm? She says, well. And so now you're in the chair because you liked her perm.
Yeah, but I can't have any more perms.
Yeah, because you had a perm. That wasn't what it was. I think I can still see like remnants of something in your hair of that, but it's part of your history now. So we are cleansing it out with a bob. I'm going to take that towel out because I want to see where your shoulders actually are.
If I hadn't had the damage, I would have asked for perm because I love curly hair.
Yeah. I would have delivered on it, but your hair is not going to hold up. That's why we're doing the cleanse. Oops. You get the back seat. You get to see from the back. People in the comments like, can you show the back? Yeah, go sit over there. Come over and sit over there. You'll see the back. You get the best camera view. Am I taking you out for a drink after? You want a martini somewhere? You have to wear that dress out if we do.
Oh, I don't have the shoes.
Oh, that's true. Making excuses already. Nah, I'm just making jokes. But Leonie and I went out for a drink after.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, we went out. I bought her some food and some drink, which was cool because, you know, German backpackers, you don't get treated too much. It's like we live in freaking back of vans or whatever. So I took her out. I took her to the arborist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready? I'll spin the chair and then you can see. Just go first.
Go for it.
But I'll use the other scissors, the sharp ones. We'll go from there. That's good. That's good. So you won't get to see the first snip, but you'll see the second snip. Okay, head down. So you're ready?
I'm ready.
You nervous?
Yes.
Yeah, you're nervous?
Terrified.
And you can see the first snip.
Oh my god, that's so long.
Yeah.
Okay. It's done. It's gone.
Yeah. Cool. That's all that everyone gets. Now they get to see you. What do you see from here on?
Okay.
Yeah, the nerves.
I trust you. You'll do
Oh, you'll be great. You're gonna do. It's gonna be short bob, like a cool bob. You're just gonna put over your ears every day. Throw it over your ears. You can do half of that down, and the bangs. It's gonna look great.
Okay.
Put you outside your box. That's the whole point of this channel. Otherwise, if you want to pay me for a haircut, you don't have to. You can do other things.
But yeah, doing something new that I wouldn't do
Do
usually.
something you would not normally do. Yeah. Make $50. Go for the 200.
I don't know.
No, you know what? You wouldn't regret it. But I get where you're coming from. It's not the issue's not cutting it. You wouldn't be afraid to cut that. You're just worried about growing it back.
I don't know. Like, I don't know if it would look good.
Oh, it'd be fine. You look amazing.
Doesn't that depend a lot on like face type and stuff?
No, it'd look amazing on you. Amazing woman comes out from underneath all that hair.
Yeah, she looks really pretty with her.
Yeah, you would say.
But she's just really pretty.
Yeah, but back in those years, like even a lot of Puerto Rican girls had cool short haircuts. Like even what's her name? You look at what's her name? The Puerto Rican dancer,
I don't know.
singer, Jennifer Lopez.
She had it short?
Yeah, really short hair when she was a dancer before her singing career.
Yeah.
She had short haircuts, really short, because it was better with the dancing.
My grandma's basically had it short like a really long time. Like even in the old pictures I find of her.
Yeah.
It's like that one and that one.
Yeah.
That's like her hair always.
If you look up Jennifer Lopez, because she was on the TV show, what was it called? The one Jim Carrey was on it, in Living Color. It was like a, it was kind of like a Saturday. It was on Fox TV, kind of like, you remember they had Mad TV or Saturday Night Live. It was kind of like one of those type shows, like all the comedians, and they had dancers in between the skits. Like, Saturday Night Live, they go to commercial break, they have the band. Yeah. Now, in Living Color was kind of like a version of Saturday Night Live, but shot in LA. And instead of having a band when they go to a commercial break, it was called the Fly Girls. They were the dancers. Now Jennifer Lopez was a fly girl, and she had short hair. So when she signed a record contract, she grew her hair out. Now she's long hair. Yeah. But she had, she was. You look at pictures when she's young, like the Puerto Rican, with that short hair. God, she looks stunning. And this picture, uncross your legs. Okay. And your shoulders are even. And then your muscles aren't tense.
What's your favorite decade of hairstyles to do?
I go around, I jump around all over the place. Like when I was in high school, we were obsessed with mod culture. And then I was into mod and dressed up like mods, but I had a vintage Vespa motor scooter. I like kind of like the two-tone ska in high school, like the specials and stuff. And I had a vintage scooter, but we used to have like dance halls parties where we would recreate like that 60s. And it would be the same, like what's her name? The singer, no doubt. Like when she was in high school, those kids would have been the same. I'm having name blocks today. Gwen Stefani, yeah. She's the same age as I am, but she was from California. But that was definitely a thing when I was in high school. We were obsessed with Jamaican ska, two-tone ska, and then that's why No Doubt was a California ska band, because they were obsessed with the same kind. I was Toronto, so I was never a fan of No Doubt, because I was just, we were snobs. We were like, oh, that's just California ska. Oh, but Toronto had a large Jamaican community, so a lot of Jamaicans from the '60s moved to Toronto. So by the time the '80s rolled around, they're like 20 years older. So we used to get a lot of ska concerts in Toronto because all these old Jamaicans, they loved the music. So these guys would be probably in their 50s, like middle age or 60s, and then we'd be these little high school kids showing up to these dance parties because these Jamaican bands would come to Toronto, and they look at us like, "You guys like this music?" I'm like, "We love this music." My old kid doesn't like this music, so they would sneak rum and cokes for us, get us drunk. So I used to love that kind of stuff. High school.
How did you end up in New Zealand, of all places?
I gave a Kiwi a haircut in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And then she liked it, and then she hunted me down 3 days later, took me out for a bottle of wine. We drank a little too much. And we went for a walk along the waterfront in Halifax. And then next thing you know, we got an apartment together. Because we were both in between places at the time in Halifax. So we rented a 2-bedroom apartment with a harbor view in Halifax.
It's so short.
Yeah, it is. It's cool though. We're getting Bob. It'll be fine. Okay. We're doing similar to that one. So it's like just past the hairline, just past the jawline. But it's so short because it's just new for you. A short bob would be chin length, which would be that much shorter. Yours is down here. Oh, okay. But it's new for you. So it's not a short bob, it's just short for you. Because it's just new for you. So yeah, you can see that's past the jawline. Short would be, chin length would be there, or like a lip line would be there, or bottom of the ear would be the short. Those are cute too, because if you do it to the bottom of the ear, then you just tuck it over your ears and it kind of stops there.
Oh, that's fun.
I think that's even better. Like if you want to go a shorter bob, go up to here.
No, I wouldn't go short.
No, but you get the idea of the various of different bobs. So, but we're doing 60s bob. So 60s bob like that was very much past the hairline, past the jawline. and then they would bend the ends under. So that's what I'm doing. So we're doing like based on like, you know, you just got a job with an airline and they're cutting your hair.
I'm liking how it's ending up actually. Like,
oh yeah,
it's looking good.
Yeah, because it's something new for you.
Yeah.
You're in a whole new country, but this is not the first time because you went from Cuba to Texas. You said you were in Spain.
Oh yeah, I travel a lot.
You did, and now you're living in Wellington, New Zealand, a place you never heard of growing up. Like no one in Texas is like, oh, I'd like to move to this place called Wellington, New Zealand. No one in Texas heard of this place. No one in Texas can find New Zealand on the map.
I don't want to offend people, but
no, like, but you know what I'm saying. It's like I go to Texas, like, hey, can you find New Zealand on the map? They'd be like, isn't that it? They're pointing to England.
One time, someone asked me how long it would take to drive to Cuba.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
American school system, everybody.
Yeah. Nothing disrespectful about that. So what? It's a country that's notoriously bad at geography. So what? They're good at other things. You know, Taylor. I think most Americans learn geography through Taylor Swift concerts. You know, where she's in Melbourne. They're following her around the world, or they're following her jet around the world. Oh, she's in Melbourne. Where's that? So they're getting more geography lesson from following the Eras tour than in an actual geography class. That's the world we live in.
Yep.
That's not disrespectful, that's just reality. People find strengths in other things then.
It's actually looking so good.
Yeah. You're getting past the nerves now and you're getting into the embrace.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's cool. I think it might even just become your go-to length for a while.
Maybe.
You know, it grows and hits your shoulders, starts touching your shoulders, and you're like, oh, I need a haircut. Starts flicking off your shoulders. You know, you can grow your hair long any time, but this is a good change. It's a nice cleanse.
It'd be very easy to manage too. I've been getting just like so annoyed having to dry my hair here with the cold.
Sure. It's not even winter yet. The winter comes. The insulation in this country is terrible.
Yes.
It's terrible. And the heating, no one uses heaters because the energy is so expensive. You know, like.
First thing I did when I got here was buy a blanket.
Yep. Did you buy an electric blanket yet?
No, I haven't been there
You probably
yet.
will.
Maybe in a couple months I do
Yeah,
it.
yeah. See how you go, but when the winter comes, you might buy an electric blanket. But then if you don't have to work, you're just lying in bed till like noon, because when the sun comes up, it warms up more. Or not noon, but at 10 or 11, with your Netflix going, your iPad going, or whatever, your tablet. So like wintertime here, my house is pretty warm because we got wood burning stove. And we have a heat pump too, and it's insulated because we have it's called a Lockwood home. It's it's a Norwegian style home, so it's warm. But Kiwi houses in general are not that good. They're probably not much different than homes in Texas, but Texas doesn't get that cold. Imagine Texas dropped by like 10 or 20 degrees, all those homes wouldn't be good enough. So there's nothing wrong with the homes here, but they're probably not much different than homes in Texas. Because the insulation in Texas wouldn't be that good because it doesn't get that cold. Well, especially where you're from, El Paso area. You're from not El Paso, but
further south.
Further, you can go further south than El Paso.
I mean,
That's the next stop, Mexico.
So El Paso is like in the border, but it's in the border like more up.
Right, and then you can go down towards the tip of it.
Yeah, I'm in the tip.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
Yeah, I met a German backpacker about maybe it was before the pandemic. She was super cool. She was 18 years old, German girl. She had long, beautiful hair. Her English was terrible, but we got along really well from the beginning. So I think I gave her a trim or something. We went out because I had other German friends at the time. So I remember going out with her to a bar, and I just said to her, go, so where are you born? I'm thinking like she'll say Dresden or she'll say Frankfurt. I said, so where were you born? And she says, El Paso. I said, Texas? She's like, yeah. And her English was terrible. Like, where were you born? And she could only do like one word answers. El Paso, Texas? I'm like, why were you born there? And she's like trying to do the English. Because her father was American, U.S. Air Force, stationed in Germany.
That makes sense.
So he got a German woman pregnant. And so the German woman didn't marry him. What happened was she got her pregnant, so he flew her to El Paso, so the baby was born in El Paso, but the baby was only like 6 weeks old. She's like, I'm going back to Texas. So she didn't stick around. So she ended up being born in El Paso, but then went back to Germany right away. So now he had to discharge from the Air Force to go live in Texas to have time with his daughter, because the mother didn't want to marry him. So he ended up renting something close by to where the mom was to be a part of the girl's life. So I said to her, oh, your dad gets Father of the Year award because he's obviously from Texas, El Paso. So he left the Air Force. He actually moved to Germany. He settled in Germany to get co-parenting or whatever the deal was, visitation rights to see his daughter grow up. And I said to her, she's 18 now traveling the world. She's here. I go, is he still in Texas or is he still living in Germany? She said, yeah, I don't think he'll leave Germany now. He's like, that's where he is. Because she's going to go back there and get married. So I'm like, dude, that's Father of the Year.
Very good.
Because I don't think a lot of people in Texas would do. And where do they live? They lived around Dusseldorf in that area. Yeah. Because I think the Air Force Base wasn't too far. It was that part of Western Germany. But I thought, man, your father's the coolest guy. So I said, you ever go back to Texas? She says, nope. She was born there. She left when she's 3 months old. She's 18. She never went back to the United States even once in her life. And she's been to New Zealand and all these places. But I said, you got to go at some point. She's like, I don't know. It's if her father wants to take her, I guess. But I guess it's like that's their new life now, right? So I said to her, you got to go to. I think it'd be a bit of a shock if she ever went to Texas, to that part of town. Nothing wrong with Texas, but El Paso, from Germany, that's a completely, it's hot, it's, but you go to Austin, Texas, there's more diversity and whatnot. Yeah. Not criticizing it, but you're from Dusseldorf. How was that? That's the haircut. That's super cute.
I like it.
And you know what? You're getting more waves out of it. And also, like I said, you're going to just do this. That's what's going to be your go-to length. And look at all the waves. You know why? You know why you're getting more waves? Because all that weight's taken off of it. So you got more waves in it. I actually think this is better length on you so far from what I'm seeing. You made a good mistake?
I don't know.
You made a great mistake.
I like it.
No, I love it. I think it's great. So good result. What we'll do, we'll take a break for a bit. I'll put a little bit of wave stuff. No, we'll do that at the end. So we'll just take a break for a bit and then we'll do a blow dry.
Okay.
Yeah, you play with it a few minutes with the camera back on. She was just spending the last 5 minutes playing with it, saying all these good little sound bits. We didn't have the camera going, but yeah, now the camera's rolling, you're probably not going to.
I don't know.
You're like shy.
Craziest thing I've ever done with my hair.
Yeah.
And I've done crazy stuff to it.
Yeah. But you're loving it, eh?
Yeah, it feels fun.
Yeah.
I don't know, I've never had it this short.
Yeah.
It feels healthier. It is getting kind of curly.
Because all the weight's off of it, so we're seeing more wave.
Yeah, I think I do this. And it does look, I don't know, it feels fun. It feels fun and young.
And easy to grow back, because all that weight line there is just going to become shoulder length and get long over time. If you decide to grow it back.
Yeah,
But maybe we do another haircut another time.
Yeah, but it does feel nice. Like to the touch, it feels very, very nice.
Yeah, it just comes to an end. Cool! So we'll do a blow dry. We'll leave the cape off.
Okay.
I like the look of the dress.
Alright.
So we're going to bend the ends under like the 60s, and then we're going to wash it out, then we're going to do a natural dry with your waves.
Okay, you're the boss.
Yeah. Now if you do the natural with the waves, I'll take you out for beer after. If you go out, if you keep it with the big fierce bent under, be the dress on, I'll take you for martini after. So that'll determine the drink. She's like, beer's good enough. And we're not going to blow dry with round brushes, because just use the classic Denman. Round brushes is more 80s. Yeah, there's a little clasp. Is this broken now?
Oh, I didn't put the clasp on, I think.
No. Oh, is it still? Yeah, it's still there. Vintage, they get a lot of wear and tear. So we will use Denman, even though it's a modern Denman, but it's still the same. It's just a different color. They used to be black and orange. It's just modern color, but it's still the same constructed hairbrush. I do have a black and orange one somewhere, but they're around the salon. Do you feel like you're from the 60s?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, it looks very 60s the way it's bent under.
Much healthier.
Oh, definitely. Hold that up there. Oh. Hold that right there. That's perfect. And we will give you.
What's that?
Hairspray. Never had hairspray before, have you? That's the other part of this channel. You get to do all these things that your grandma and your ma used to do. And then your generation was the generation gap because they didn't pass it on to your generation. You kind of moved on from these kind of things. They let you guys be. I'd say the early 90s was the time, you know, grunge came out. So you weren't, those little grunge kids, you weren't bringing them to a hairdresser. They were like, the 80s you would, mom would bring her daughter to a hairdresser in the 70s or 80s. By the time the 90s rolled around, what am I going to do with them? Just leave it be.
Whoa.
That looks like a wig, eh?
It does.
It doesn't look like real hair. It looks like you're wearing a wig. And look how shiny it is, too.
Yeah.
It's very, very shiny.
Huh. That's so cool.
That's cool, eh?
Huh.
Fun. Let's grab some shots of it. And then we can wash it. Unless you want to leave it like that, we can also wash it out and do waves.
Let's do waves.
Yeah, we'll do that. So you can see what both look like. So this is just for the retro look.
Okay.
And then we'll come over here. Yeah, normally it goes, but it's not doing it because your hair's so black.
Yeah.
So it's doing a flash, which takes more time. So, but I love the color of your hair because look how much shine is on that hair. Now the blow dry, I don't like the blow dry. I like the blow dry for retro haircuts for this channel, but I don't like the blow dry. I like your hair better natural, but it's fun to do, right? Yeah.
I'd never get to do it because I'm
terrible. Of course. That's the whole idea of dress up.
Yeah, because I'm terrible with the blow dry.
You know, here, put this on. You look like you're cold because there's no arms in it. It's just a cloak. So what you do is you put it over. It's to keep you warm. Now it does have holes in it here, but it's very 60s as well.
Oh, it's like a poncho.
Yeah. So come to front. This looks even more Queen's Gambit. So come to front a second. You can button there. Yeah. So that looks even more Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it makes it to like Jackie O and like Queen's Gambit.
Sure.
And Edna Mode.
What have I got for retro glasses? These are more 70s though, but you can try them. They're more 70s though. But
wait.
there's other glasses somewhere. Oh, you know what look good on you is the sunglasses. Instead of those.
Oh my god, I like this. This is fun.
Yeah. These kind of, I think these would be better. These are more suited for the 60s.
Okay.
Yeah, those will look better.
Let's see.
Yeah, now you'll look. What was the girl you said earlier? You said her name.
Mode.
Yeah, you look like her now. You're like, I don't want to look like me. Now you do a little bit.
No tapes, darling.
No, it looks cool.
It's fun.
She's a powerhouse though. So if you look like a powerhouse, that's not a bad thing. And let's grab some shots with what you're wearing right now for some a second wardrobe look. Yeah, glasses on. Yeah. No, just that's good enough.
Okay.
That's good enough. Cool. So what we'll do is you can take a break and enjoy this look for as long as you can, because as soon as I wash it, it's forever gone.
All right.
We'll take a break with the camera off, and then we'll wash your hair and do a natural dry.
Okay.
Cool.
For that, do I stay in this outfit or do I change?
We'll change ya.
Okay.
Cool. Change back. Look at this. So Amelia's changed back into her regular, and she's playing with hair. So we haven't watched out the blow dry yet. But yeah, you were saying how
Yeah, I think it'll look pretty like doing
twisted
like
pin and stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah, it's so gorgeous. Now the other one I have, this is also retro, were these things. And they used to just go and use these and go.
Oh, I know. Those are so cool.
Yeah, they are. You just do that with it.
Oh, okay.
And you can buy these at farmers. I found these at farmers just on the street. You can buy them down the street. So they were like under $10 or whatever. They were not expensive or anything.
Oh,
but you can find them around.
Awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
that
I like
kind
that.
of thing.
Yeah.
And if you don't have these, simple bobby pin. We use black bobby pins, of course. If I got bobby pins, I do. I'll give you some bobby pins to take with you. So, I think, to be honest, the best is these. Just one on each side. But same thing like you said. Get that. And stick one there. That's actually better because it's smaller. It's more discreet.
It looks very
So I'm
cute.
going to send you with a bunch of these. Same here.
Yeah, I just gotta figure out how I like my bangs best.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, it's a nice change. It's a big change,
it's very big.
but a very nice change. Like I think it looks so much better. And it ticked all your boxes because you want to cleanse damage. You wanted a completely different look. But the best thing about those bangs, it is splitting. It doesn't want to go straight down.
No.
But because it's curled now, because it's past, like it's longer, so it's gonna. You can do a split fringe with it already. Even that. But look, it's popping. It's kind of cute. It's cute. And the other thing you can do with your bobby pins is you can do a twist and pin, which would be you take that and then you like twist, and you can just pin it with the bobby pin, and then the next one is you grab the next section. You play around with it.
like that.
Yeah, and then you take your next section. You take this, just twist it. And you can use the same bobby pin or add another bobby pin. So I love twist and pin a lot. And you can see how that's going. And then the other side you'll twist and pin and twist and pin. And then what you can do with the top there, once that's pinned in there, you can actually put a flower or something up there too, if you want to. So this side you can see how it does there. So the two different sides. I'll be a second, see if I can find the flowers. I used to have them around. My staff keeps playing around with these things though. So here we are, mostly dry with the machine, so that's like a natural dry, so you can see your waves, and the waves are super. You take that off. We're back to your the clothes you put on this morning when you came in. And you came in. You were knitting when you came in. And you got, did you make this top?
No.
No.
I'm not that advanced.
Yeah. So you can see how much waves you have. Like we saw it earlier anyway. But I want this like to be your go-to. The only thing you're struggling with at the moment is your fringe. You're like, it's not really sitting forward. What I can do is just a quick blast with the hair dryer.
Okay.
And nothing major. Just with a hairbrush and a hair dryer. Low heat. Don't go too far with things. But just do a little flick of the wrist. Push it over a bit. Not going to go too crazy with it, but just do something with it. You can do this at home too. But the more you play around with it, the more, also because it's new, not really settled in yet. Put this side a little more. But we did leave the fringe longer for that purpose because it's past your eyebrows, just to give you a bit of weight. If we did a micro bang, we could see now that was never going to work.
Yep.
But I don't mind it. I actually don't mind that it's like splitting a little bit. It's got character. And it'll grow.
Okay.
And I like the over the years.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Cool. So let's do some after shots. We'll show you one more time. I'll spin the chair as well. I did like the smooth out that looked like a friggin' $2,000 wig on you too though, but this is cute as well. So just be like a statue, keep your head still.
Oh, here?
Yeah, so you can even just sit back and relax, and we'll just spin the chair and then they can see the back. Cute. I love the waves. Your hair wasn't doing those waves before.
No.
No, now it is. So it's like a completely, without a perm. Just a haircut. All you need was a haircut.
Yeah.
Cool. So come on over here. We'll do the after shots, and we're done.
Great.
And we can go to a strip club. Let's go to Chippendales. There is no Chippendales here. We were making jokes about Chippendales earlier. We were talking about Chippendales earlier. Anyhow, we'll stand behind the chair. We'll say bye to the tubers. And there's one over there. And thanks for popping in. Came in. He was in Wellington for the weekend. And haircut experiences. If you look in the videos, there's all. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for supporting. Been supporting the channel for quite a while now. A couple of years anyway. I don't know. Yeah, it's been going on a couple of years. So thanks for popping in. Anyone else at home watching, you come to Wellington. You can sit down here, get a haircut, or you can just sit over there and watch a haircut. Anyone's always welcome. It's just a bit of distance for most people. But yeah, pop in anytime. And Amelia, yeah, I say that right, Amelia. Yeah, I'm getting it right, aren't I?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't get it right. Yeah. Amelia, yeah, cute. Cute haircut? Happy?
I'm happy. I like it.
I like it too. It ticked all the boxes because we cleansed away all the damaged stuff from your previous experiences.
Definitely.
We got waves out of it. And the fringe, even though it's splitting, I think it's fine. It's got character. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try to work it to smooth it out, but nah, just leave it like that. Yeah, it's fun. And leave a comment below. Let us know what you think. And anyone, like I said, you're always welcome here. And bye. You can do your curtsy. Do you do your curtsy? Do you do your curtsy?
Okay.
There's a good curtsy. Sweet.